Hi guys, today we are going to be referring to permaculture, which is all about biodiversity by design. I'll put links in the description for you to begin your own research if you're interested in following up. Without getting too nerdy, permaculture has 3 guiding principles, and that's care for the earth, care for people, and fair share. Permaculture design involves the use of zones based on how frequently you need to access and manage different areas around the house. So let's start off with zone 1, seed raising, which is closest to our house. In the future we'll have seedlings for staggered planting, but initially we're planting out all at the same time. This mass planting won't happen again because we will use space as it becomes available.
At the moment we have lettuces, cabbage, collie, broccoli, leek, onions, spring onion, herbs, and that's about it.
The seedlings haven't been that successful so far. I made a rookie error of planting into a store-bought seed raising mix, and from now on we'll be using compost. Still in zone 1, right behind our seed raising area, we've installed 5 open bottom raised beds. We've mulched them with cardboard at the bottom and filled with compost. They don't look like much yet, but I can't wait to show you what they look like in the spring and summer. Another step away from the house are the veggie beds. You know all about the construction of these guys from the previous video that we did, approximating Charles Dowding's method of no-dig gardening, link in the description.
Our veggie beds are planted out to the square foot gardening method. We first came across this on James Prigioni's YouTube channel, and then followed up by reading a book by Mel Bartholomew. So each variety of vegetable has a magic number per square foot. For example, beetroot, there's 9, radish 16, or cabbage just 1. We've made up this grid, which is a square metre and has 30 centimetre or square foot 9 grid spaces in it. I place the grid on the veggie bed and then poke the appropriate number of holes in each square, plant out the seeds and water in. Initially we're going to keep all these beds covered with shade cloth. This is because we have all of our delicious seedlings emerging at the same time, and we hope to keep them safe until they're strong enough to deal on their own. This bed that I've just finished planting is all peas and broad beans. The one to the right of it is all of our alliums, so onion, spring onion, leek, and then the 3 beds to the right of that are all planted as diversely as possible. This is a quick look at my very geeky planting system. For this first time around the block, I've decided to label every single row just as it's all coming up at the same time. This amount of labelling is not ideal, but just for this first time, while we've got everything coming up at the same time, it helps us to know what we're looking at. And here's our little baby plants starting to pop their heads up. So exciting! Here we are lifting the covers so that we can see what we've got underneath. We'll pick all the pine needles off the surface of the beds, any little small weeds will come out, and just check on the general health of our plants, but they're looking pretty good, don't you think? Here's some of our little babies in the morning light. So we've got beetroot planted 9 per square foot, and then that's pak choy,
This is broccoli, so he'll need to be thinned out to just one plant there. But I'm glad they all took, that's great. Turnip, not doing so well. There should be 4 there. Another beetroot variety. Here in the middle we've got some carrots, some little lettuce popping up here that we've direct sowed because our seedlings didn't work out. This is a daikon radish, some swede, rutabaga, and some more beetroot. That's a Detroit red globe variety there. So we've got a Detroit red globe, a red globe, and a Chioggia over there. Finishing up our trellising to hold up our broad beans, and down there also for our peas to grow, and nice to see Pixie watching over it.
Stepping out to zone 3, this is pretty exciting. It's where we first found earthworms returning to our soil. The perennials are the things that we plant once and they keep giving year after year. So things like rhubarb, artichoke, asparagus. Zone 3 is also where our compost heap is located. I'm sure in the future we'll be talking to you a lot more about compost because it's about the most important part of our growing operation.
What you got there?
A new thermometer. A new compost thermometer. Let me see how hot she is.
You've been hanging out to see how hot she is, haven't you?
Yes.
What temperature are you hoping for?
Hot. That's about 54 to, is that 70? Can I put it on here?
Oh, you got hot.
Yeah, that's what we're aiming for.
Is it still moving?
Really slowly, but I reckon 60 degrees, that's what it is at.
I'd like to introduce you to our arch nemesis. This particular brush-tailed possum has taken up residence in our stables. It's opportunistic and has had a little go at all of our perennials.
This is our new strategy after the possum had a big munch on our artichoke. Didn't like that too much. Knocked all the leaves off of our rhubarb and ate the tender shoots off of the sweet potato vine.
We only have 2 new trees planted in the new food forest so far, an olive and a kaffir lime, but watch this space because you can expect to see a lot more happening there very soon. When we moved into this property 2.5 months ago, the only edible plants on the whole property were a bunch of established but very neglected fruit trees in the old growth forest. This appears to be some kind of nut. Please leave any suggestions as to what you think it might be in the comments section below. We believe this is some kind of plum that was allowed to develop 2 trunks and has since been severely pruned. This apple, no idea what variety, has some really diseased wood that's going to need to be cut out very soon. I'm pleased to report that this grapefruit is looking much better after treating for black sooty mould. This poor almond is just all kinds of out of control, and we've been advised to take it right back and start again. The black mulberry never had its wire cage removed and has damage to all of its main trunks. We do believe that with some tender loving care we can resurrect most of these trees. This is the lemon flowering, so that's pretty exciting.
We started pruning out the trees down here, and these 3 mounds in a row that you can see. Once we get the puppy out of the tree. This is lime, that's avocado, and right up the back there is fig. Yeah, excuse the mess. I've started on the mulberry, lemon and orange trees. We've decided to take down a structure that was housing our arch nemesis, the possum. I hope you've enjoyed this video about how our garden grows. If you do, make sure you subscribe to our channel. I think we've got 39 subscribers. Let us know in the comment section what you'd like more of, or what we can tell you about. Can we cook for you? Can we show you more pruning? Can we show you more whatever? Comment, subscribe, like the video, get notifications, and we'll see you back at 7 Virgin Farm sometime soon.